And we're at a
Here we
picnic
are.
table.
We're at
We're
another
gonna
picnic
have
table.
a picnic.
We got a picnic. We got some salads with us today. All
Some
right.
good salads.
From Sweet Green.
And water.
And water. All right.
No mocktails
No
today.
mocktails. I'm sorry. We gotta wait for the following videos. Okay.
Exactly. But I hear there's some good stuff coming up for us, right?
Yes, we got some good plans.
Yeah.
We're working on episode 2 for the podcast.
Yep.
I know a lot of people have been asking, so episode 2, we'll be filming that very soon, and we'll have that out very soon on the YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that.
Definitely.
How's everything going for you, Dr. Lowe?
Pretty good. It's been really busy.
Good?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of finishing up a book chapter.
Okay.
I'm going to be presenting for Harvard. I'm going to be presenting for the Middle East. I'll be in San Antonio at the conference. So yeah, I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Yep.
So I don't just see patients. What I do is, I try to affect policy, research, guidance, standards, things like that. So I am a lot smarter than I look.
You see, guys, this is why I do the front end stuff, the social media, and she handles all the back end stuff.
Thank God for him, though, because I don't know how to do any of that. So as you guys know,
we're a great team.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. It is about a partnership.
Exactly.
And I think that brings up a really good topic of support, right? Like, you're my dear friend.
Yep.
You just are. And I know that I can pick up the phone and say, Cory, I need this. Can you help me with this?
Anytime.
Or, hey, Cory, everything okay with you? Do you want to talk about something? And just having a special person in your life is just, I think it's really important, especially when you're going through a life-changing event like weight loss and, health issues and then getting healthier. So whoever is in your inner circle, you have to develop it though, right?
Yes.
You have to develop friendships and relationships.
Yes.
So, and I think, and you had said it before too, it's all about communication and trust. And we trust each other.
Yes.
And we communicate.
Exactly.
We don't feel threatened by each other, and we're honest with each other, and we don't take offense, because that's not the purpose. The purpose is, let's get closer and let's talk about things.
Right.
And I think people don't communicate like that anymore.
No, I think it's because everyone's trying to compete together, but we're both professionals here. We don't have to compete.
No.
We genuinely want to see each other win, and I think that's why we work so well together, because people can see that. Anyone who watches our videos, podcasts, whatever, tells us, oh my God, you guys are just so great on camera. Everything flows so perfectly, and we can see that. So.
Because when you win, I win. When I win, you win. And, the whole purpose is not for us to win. The whole purpose is we want to bring out content and information that's going to help you, right, in your life, just based on our experiences, for educational purposes only.
Exactly.
But, we have a lot of experience. I have a lot of experience in the field, many, many years. You have a personal experience, so just to... What I love about it is that, to me, having all that science background and having, the degrees and all that, all right, that's all wonderful. But if I can't impart that knowledge and actually affect a life that applies those things that I'm trying to facilitate and teach, then what good is it?
Right.
So you're just such an example of how, you would get the foundational knowledge. We would talk about certain things, and then you would just fly with it. You would be engaged. You do your own research. You know your body the best, so you would make adjustments. So it's a good relationship. So what I would say is, keep reaching out to us, and keep looking at our content so you can get something out of it. At least I hope you're getting something out of it.
Yes.
Send us messages so we can, help meet your needs. But it's, that's our purpose. That really is our purpose.
It is. And, before you take any of our advice, consult with your doctor first.
Always.
Or your surgeon, whoever. And, we're always here to help.
Yeah, definitely.
No matter what.
I mean, it's a personal perspective too. It's professional, but it's also personal. This is personal, what you've gone through, and what worked for you might not work for everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go to the gym every day too, but guess what? I can't do that every single day. But, you just have to make it work for you.
That's it. And do not worry, guys, because when she goes on her bike rides, I'm gonna have to buy a bike now and try to join Dr. Lil.
Yay!
Okay? So I'll be.
You do know how to swim, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
good.
I can swim. Yeah. So
we'll be swimming.
There we go. We'll be swimming next.
I don't know if I'm gonna show myself in a bikini though. I'll be in I don't know, wrap like a mummy.
Wrap? All right. Well, take it, all right, guys.
I will become a fit dietitian.
A fit dietitian again.
All those comments about weight. Cool. I thought we weren't supposed to really, shame people for their weight.
Yeah, come on, guys. Come on, we gotta stop the fat shaming. Come on.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. But did you want to talk about what we were talking about in Toronto?
Yes. So
that
someone
is
had hit me
cool,
up,
man.
and they do just like a bodybuilding show, but for people who had bariatric surgery or any type of weight loss. So there's people on there who were at one point 500 pounds, 600 pounds, and they have now lost a significant amount of weight. Mm-hmm. And you go on stage, the same stage that those bodybuilders go on, right, and everyone gets their 30 seconds, 40 seconds to just show off their body. You don't have to be a professional at posing or amazing at posing, but you get to be proud in that moment of the hard work that you put in. Oh, man, whether it's the gym or whatever you're doing to lose the weight, you get to show it off. Mm-hmm. And I really like that because it's personal, mm-hmm, right? You're filled in a room full of people that have went through the same thing. Their families are going to be there, so their families understand that you've lost weight too. So it's just a win-win on both sides. So I'm excited for that. It's going to be in Toronto, and I'll probably have some more details on that soon.
That is just awesome. What I really love about that is, again, the communities coming together to help support each other. It's not about shaming, yep, and it's not about showing off. It's about celebrating. Right. That's what it's about. Right. You know, people work hard, whether you didn't have bariatric surgery and you're a bodybuilder or into fitness or whatever your goal is, you're working hard. Right. So let's celebrate it.
That's it.
But imagine that. I mean, what a
I've
great
never heard of anything like this, Psycho. I've never heard of anything like this ever.
I'm so impressed by that.
I was truly blown away, and I saw so many videos and things like that. And I just couldn't believe, one, how confident people were on stage. Because I know it's kind of scary, right? Especially for people who aren't used to being center of attention.
Hello, it's really scary. I don't even like to get on these podcasts. Why do you think I try to keep my hair down?
She always tries to make her hair look perfect.
I gotta cover my neck because
I need you to hype her up in the comments, okay? Tell her that she looks like she's in her 20s, please.
Some people say, "What's wrong with your neck?" And I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with my neck. I have chronic whiplash. I almost died because of a couple of car accidents. So if you see this crazy thing here, that is because of an injury. Right. So, you know, if you really want to know, but that's what it's all about. So, so this is really hard for me. I'm not, you know, and then, you know, hearing some of the comments that aren't so nice, that kind of hurts my feelings too. But, you know, but to go through bariatrics or have weight issues, and we know that there's stigma and bias and people are just mean. Right. And now people are on stage celebrating. Yeah. I mean, just how brave. How brave is that? I couldn't do that.
I don't know how they do that. I still am like, how did you even, one, decide like, yes, this is something that I'm gonna do, and then two, even if you don't pose, but like you go up there and like you're just showing off your body, like to feel proud of that, that's a huge accomplishment. That's huge.
You know, you brought up a topic though the last time that we spoke, that we were at the beach, and you're like, I haven't been to the beach.
Oh yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. I haven't been to the beach in years.
and tell me why you didn't go to the beach.
I always felt so uncomfortable. I always felt like, okay, there's nothing but skinny people. I mean, yes, you see all shapes and sizes, but as a bigger person.
Did you feel like people were staring at you?
What? At
back
that
in
time
the day?
Back in the day, yes. Yeah. I always felt like people were like, oh, who is this fat kid right here? Like, you know, and like every time we went to the beach, we'd always bring snacks and all that. So of course I'm there eating snacks. I'm just like, oh, I fit the criteria.
Right. And they're judging. They're judging. And like, there's somebody like, staring at you like, oh, see the fat kid eating the Twinkies.
Eating the Twinkies, the chicken, you know? Yeah. So I always felt that way, but recently when both of us went, I was like, it just felt good to like actually, one, enjoy it, and then two, not even feel a way that anyone was watching. Or, I mean, of course, people are going to look at us because we are recording and we got this phone set up, but still, we always just have fun. And I feel like I can finally enjoy the things, the small things that I took for granted before that I couldn't enjoy.
How do you not go to the beach? Yeah. I mean, even when we were in New York, you go to the beach. It's what you do. It's summertime, you go to the beach, you enjoy life. I mean, we are on this planet for such a short amount of time. And, you know, not even that, as we're aging, because, you know, I can say we're aging, you want to age gracefully, right? So there might be some years of your life where you don't have the ability to go to the beach because maybe you can't drive anymore, or maybe you just have illnesses. So you really have to enjoy the time you have. It's so short.
Yes.
So to be confined because of your weight or because of your health, look, I know that there are things that are in your control and things that are not in your control. So just get grips of what is in your control.
Right? I completely agree with that. And I think now that's what made me kind of wake up, because I just was like, I feel like I've held back for so long that now I'm like, you know what, I'll just do it. Like,
I love that.
Like I've gotten to the point where it's like, why hold back? Why feel scared? Like, just do it and just see what happens. You'll probably pick up something that you like or something that you don't like.
And every time it has, right?
Always,
right?
Always.
Like whether you meet somebody or you learn something new, or you just enjoyed the day.
Yeah. So definitely try something new. Try something outside the box.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be jumping out of planes like how I did, but
a little crazy.
Whatever you want,
a little crazy.
Whatever you consider to be something different that you haven't done before when you were bigger, just try it out and see if you like it.
Are you gonna go on stage?
I am.
I love that.
I am.
Guys, we're gonna have to support him.
Are we gonna take a trip to Toronto?
Come on, let's find out. When it is.
Yes.
Where's the venue? What time? Whatever. But
yes. I think that's gonna be something really big. I think.
Wow.
And it's also gonna be something that I can prove to myself. Like, wow, like you can be proud of the body that you built,
right?
And not feel any way about like your body in that moment. I get to feel proud and be like, wow, like the hard work I've been putting in is finally paying off.
Right.
So it'll be something different. And it's funny, I said that I either wanted to get into modeling or get into like the bodybuilding at some point down the road. So I mean, this
modeling.
Is a good. Yeah, right. See,
I used to be on stage.
Used to be a model, and
I used to do bathing suit model.
See, bathing suit. Come on now.
I know you're probably thinking, there's no way. Okay,
don't worry. She was a real model. I'm telling you.
Really was.
She really was. So.
Really was.
Yeah. So.
But that's just awesome.
Yeah.
And the thing too, it's not a judgment thing. Look, I know I got my gray hair, I got my wrinkles, I got my messed up neck. There are no filters here. Okay.
Yeah. No filters. We don't do any filters on our videos.
As you know.
Yep. Nothing.
But it's okay.
That's it.
Hey, look, we want to grow old gracefully, but we want to keep ourselves healthy and fit.
That's
the best we can.
Yeah.
Guys have been through a lot with surgery. That was a big decision, big responsibility too goes with it, because the surgery is only a tool. It's not going to get you to your goal physically or emotionally or mentally until you put in the 100%.
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
It's not about perfection. It's just working towards that goal, whatever that goal is. And you know what? Reach out to the professionals to help you if you need it. You're not alone. I mean, the community, the bariatric community is amazing, right? I know that we were talking about, toxic communities and things like that. But for the most part, this has been my most favorite specialty to work in as, a nutritional professional, because you guys are smart, you are loving, you're helpful, you understand what it means to be trapped in that body. And, not knowing what to do and feeling judged about it.
Yes.
Because I know that there's still some medical professionals that just say, oh, eat less and exercise more. And they don't get it.
They don't get it. Especially for people who've never been big before. I mean, how can they give you some real advice? Like, how can they truly understand what you're going through if they've never been close to your size or understand what it's like to have pain hold you back from going outside or going for a walk or something like that?
That's very true. That is very true.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like medical professionals that work with weight management, we truly care. We understand that obesity is a metabolic dysfunction, that there is some responsibility in terms of personal responsibility, trying to get good quality foods and exercising. Yes, we know that there's some stuff that you can control. We also understand that there's a lot of stuff that you can't control. You got to work with it. Right. And that's why I believe in metabolic and bariatric surgery 1,000%, because I've seen so many lives transform. And it's not just because they've changed their diet. It's not. It's because of the metabolic nature of the surgery, So it's a really special surgery. You really should embrace it and know how special you are to move forward and get it. But you do have to work on it.
That's
you
it.
Have to work. It's work. It's
every day.
Not the easy way out.
It's not the easy way. I'm telling you. You literally have to put in the work every day. And then as you get further into your journey, you have to go even harder to even lose the weight, because now you don't have the excess water weight that just comes right off in 2 seconds.
Right.
So it's a lot harder. And honestly, as you go through your journey, you'll get more mentally tough, which will then result into you having better workouts. And there's some people that start out only being able to walk a mile, and then you talk to them 12, 13 months later, and they're like, oh, I'm doing 5, 6, 7 miles a day. I'm like, what?
Awesome.
It's crazy.
It's awesome.
So,
I mean, even just the quality of life things too. I have patients that'll say to me, especially girls will understand this. All right. I live in Miami, right? So we like our fancy shoes and our fancy clothes.
Yep.
Imagine you can't get into shoes that you want to get into because your feet are too large, or you're not able to bend down to hook the buckles and stuff.
Oh my God.
And I know that just sounds like, that sounds like kind of what is that all about? So I have patients that were only able to do slip-on shoes. So when they say to me, yeah, I'm wearing a fancy pair of sandals now. I mean, look at these sandals, or, I can walk in these high heels. And that's not shallow. No. It's not shallow. It's quality of life. That's what it is. It's important to that person, right? And that just gives me a lot of joy. It's the little everyday things that we take for granted. I have a patient that started to cry because she was able to cross her legs. Wow. She said, I haven't crossed my legs in 10 years. So things like, hygiene, that's another important one too. Travel, not feeling like, oh, everybody's staring at me because I'm not going to be able to fit into that booth that the restaurant is trying to shove me into. So we just really have to be sensitive, seriously. Yeah. And that's why I love this so much.
Me too. And especially someone going through it, I think it's like when you start comparing your old life to your current life, you're just like, why did I just exist? Like I felt like I wasn't being able to live the life that I want to live. Yeah. Even though everything might have seemed good on the outside, like I didn't tell people what I was going through or like the pain that I was in. The only one who knew was probably like my mom, my sister, and stuff like that. But no one else really knew. I just
It kills me.
I know, but I'm just so glad that I got this surgery and I'm able to help people too. And there's so many people who don't have the surgery who are thinking about it, and they reach out to me all the time. And I just love telling them my story. And then after I talk to them, they feel so much better because they're just like, wow, like you went through a lot, you overcame it, and now look, you feel so much better. Right. And now you can live the life that you want to live. So that is just my form of giving back to people. It probably might not be money or anything, but if I can offer any type of value in a way where I can tell you about my journey and tell you like this surgery is better than, in my opinion, any weight loss shot or anything else, because it's controlled, it's guaranteed weight loss. You're not going to reach your goal weight just by doing this. You have to exercise and stuff like that. But if you can at least just get 50, 60 pounds off of your back, I'm telling you, it's a completely different life.
Oh man, oh man. And the thing is, just because I've been in practice for so long, at one time, the average, and I think we talked about this in the podcast, the average age was like mid 40s and female.
Wow.
That's who was getting bariatric surgery.
Right.
But now, I mean, young guys, young girls, and it's so cool about it because the biggest regret I hear from people is, oh man, I should have done it sooner.
Yes.
Time and place for everything. That's what I say.
Yep.
But imagine, I mean, you took the leap at a young age. How awesome is that? So you weren't waiting until you were in your 40s, maybe you developed other issues, physical issues, health issues, before you decided, no, I need the help. I need the metabolic help to get me to my goal.
Completely.
And you did it and you're working really hard at it. So I think that's great. And what I love about the two of us being together is that I have more patients like Cory than not Cory. Right. Patients are successful. They're happy. They're living their lives. They're getting married. They're having kids. They're visiting their families. They're playing on the floor with grandkids. They're, getting into sports. I mean, I have more people that are doing that than not doing that with bariatric surgery. So all the myth that you might hear about, oh, bariatric surgery, it doesn't work. You're going to regain all your weight back. Oh, it's so much money. It's this, that's the easy way out. No, it's not the easy way out. And will you gain some weight? Will there be some rebound weight? Yeah, let's be realistic too, because that's physiology. Right. When you lose weight, your body kind of kicks on, well, let's see what we can do to gain weight. So that's why you have to manage it. It's called weight management. Right. So, get into a lifestyle that you can maintain. Like the one thing with Cory, love Cory, and I love that he's exercising and working out. And he was always like that, even as a younger kid, right?
Yeah.
But I see some people getting into things that are just not sustainable. So you always have to also be realistic. Is it sustainable in your life to do things? Look, we all have different lives and jobs and families. Life doesn't go in a straight line. Something's going to deviate us.
Yep.
And if that happens, you got to get back on track. But you also have to make it realistic for yourself. True. I personally work 80 hours a week at least. For me to go to the gym every single day, it's not sustainable for me, and I know that.
Right.
So if I try to start that and then I fail at it, then it's hard for me emotionally.
Right.
So that's why I have to capture things when I can. And do I want to do more things? Yes. Am I trying to lighten my load a little bit? Yes. So I'm trying to work on myself so I can have more time for my health.
Right.
Because as you get older, the years go by fast.
Right.
It's like all of a sudden I'm like, what? I'm how old? We won't say how old I am, but I'm what? Where did that come from?
I know.
So I have to make some adjustments. And I think that's what life is. You make adjustments, you change things, you modify, you're flexible, you're fluid, you know.
And you really hit the nail on the head with that, Dr. Lil, because I feel like, I don't know what it is, but people who have lost weight, we're so hard on ourselves to be just on it all the time. And I think that's what I had to focus on too. Like, I kept trying to put in my head, like, yeah, I told people I'm going to the gym twice a day, so that's what I'm going to do. But has there been some times where I've missed it? Of course.
That always worried me.
Right.
Twice a day. I love that. Still. I hope you can do it forever.
Obviously, yes, I still do it, but it's not like every day. Like I try to do it at least 5 days a week if I can, which is still a lot for the average person. But at the same time, I still take off days like Saturday or Sunday. I'll play some pickleball in the morning, but I'm not going to the gym at all for the rest of the day. And then I know, like, if I travel when I have to go to different states for work, I'm probably gonna make sure the hotel has a gym. Now I always do that now. I always make sure I have a gym, but I know I'm not gonna do it twice a day. Like, I know for a fact I'm gonna probably be at some conference all day, and then at some point come back to the like hotel at night, and then squeeze in a workout. And even then, it's not gonna be some crazy workout, but it's just enough to get a pump, so I stay active and don't feel like I'm just slacking off. You know.
I love that tip, because a lot of people will ask me, "Hey, I'm traveling. What do I do?"
Yep.
Well, I think that's good. See where you're going. Yes. You know, and if you're in a hotel that doesn't have a gym, can you bring some, resistant bands, or just walk?
That's it.
Walk around, or just do some yoga in your own room, or put on your YouTube and do some exercises in your room, chair exercises. So it can't be an excuse. I'm traveling. I'm not going to be able to go to the gym. Okay, there are things that you can do.
Yes.
It's just, all right, you got to plan. Plan ahead and say, all right, this one doesn't have a gym, so this is what I'm going to do instead.
Right.
And be committed to do it.
And there's so many different options. I mean, there's workouts you can do at the pool. Like there's
in
a
my
workout
best
for
shape
everything.
when I was swimming.
Yeah,
I gotta get back swimming.
Right?
It's coming.
Me
My
too.
pool is coming.
But there's just so many different things that you can do when you travel, even to like trying to find good protein when you're traveling in the airports. Yeah. These companies are all just like aware of that now. Protein is the hottest thing out right now.
Even the airports now, though.
They've got protein snacks.
Oh my gosh. They've got boiled eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, chicken salad.
They definitely know that people are trying to get their health right.
Beef jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And they see like everyone wants to make sure that they're, on like in their best shape while they're trying to travel and not slacking off. So
I think the most challenging patient that I had with the food situation was she was going to a spiritual retreat in the Amazon jungle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Hello. There wasn't some, deli that she could go to.
Let me get some protein.
I was thinking, is she going to be eating tarantulas?
Right.
But, she has the gastric bypass, and she was about 5 years out. And that was really important for her to get that spiritual, philosophical. That was just something really important for her. So I kind of gave her some guidance. She was able to bring some stuff in her backpack, but she did it. It was so important for her, and just she came back a different lady. Wow. So it is possible. So if you're telling me you're staying from one state to another in the United States,
right,
and you're telling me you can't find something to eat, I don't even want to hear it.
You have no excuse.
Come on now. Just remember that you're not in the Amazon jungle eating tarantulas.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what is your favorite thing to eat?
My favorite thing now would have to be, I like seafood.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
we're still gonna have a curry.
Yes, we need to have a curry. Yeah, oh my gosh, yes, we have to.
I'm gonna win.
I don't know why she thinks this, but it's actually good that she has the confidence now, guys. It's good she has the confidence.
Look, I can make a Thai curry. I can make an Indian curry.
Yeah,
I can make a yellow curry. Okay, what are you making? You're making some Trinidad curry.
Yeah, I make some Trinidad curry, all right? You know what? I can actually research a different curry, and I can try to make it.
What?
How about that, Dr.
Yeah, that'd be good. And then you guys might have to,
and then
you'll have
I don't know who else is going to judge us.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, you like seafood, and that's pretty easy to digest with bariatrics, right?
Yeah, it goes down easy. I don't have any problem. Like, it's not like chicken or steak. Like, steak's really good to me. I was never a steak person. I really like it now, but when it goes down, it takes a minute to go down. Right. But I mean, it tastes really good.
You feel it.
Yeah, you feel it go down. Like, it just has to be chopped up, smaller.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Do you have a hard time with chicken?
chicken, I don't know what it is. It just makes you so full. It's, I mean, I can still eat, but not like a lot. Like after like 2 or 3 pieces, I'm like, all right, like I'm fine.
Do you still track yourself? Self monitor your food
Yeah,
intake?
yeah, I still track.
See how important that is?
Yeah.
And you're like, how far out?
A year and 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, all right, hey Cory, how many grams of protein did you eat yesterday? Would you be able to tell me?
Yesterday it was about 110.
How do you know that?
Because with my 2 shakes a day, with all the chicken I eat,
right, so he tracked it.
Yeah, so I always try to track everything.
Yeah.
I think just not, I mean, obviously there are some days where I'm really busy that I'm like, no, I just can't today, but right. I try to stay on top of it because it keeps you aware of what you're eating.
Absolutely.
I don't know what it is in the back of your mind. And I think too, posting on social media, even though I know it doesn't matter, but also knowing like, okay, I tell these people that they have to be working out, staying on top of their food and all that. So I feel like I have to do the same thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be a hypocrite.
Right, exactly. So I feel like,
I know some of you saying, oh, the unfit dietitian telling us how to eat. Yeah, I hear you.
No, come on, guys.
I hear you.
Come on. You guys cannot talk about her. Or else you got to deal with me. Okay?
Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Cory.
That's it.
Thank you, Cory.
Oh,
but the reason why I like self-monitoring as well is that you can see trends.
Right.
You know, you might, you know, look, we're all, oh, we know what we eat every single day. We eat the same thing. But you know what? You don't know what the trend is. So I have a patient that doing amazing. She's several years post-op. I think she's also gastric bypass, actually.
Okay.
And she just suddenly started to gain weight. Now, was that because she was entering a different stage in her life? Because she's, you know, perimenopause. So we took a look at her food diary, and because she was keeping it, I was able to pick out right away that her fat percentage was too high. So whatever was going on in her life with the hormones receding back and her eating too much protein, too much fat, it was good fat, you know, salmon, avocado, but it was still too much fat. So all we had to do was adjust some of the fat percentage, and then she started to, you know, lose the weight that she regained. So sometimes it might just be a subtle change that you need to make, but I'm very, as you know, I don't try to just guess at things. I want to try and figure out, because everybody's, you know, different.
Right.
So I might know the general guidelines. Yeah, I want you to have 60, 80 grams of protein, but maybe that's not for everybody.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at your food diary and I'm seeing how you're responding to certain macros or certain foods, I'll give you another example. Come on, we're in Miami. Everybody's eating beans, right?
Yes.
That's our demographic. Mm-hmm. But I know people that are very sensitive to legumes. So they can eat beans, black beans, pinto beans, white beans. They can do it twice a week. They go to 3, they gain weight. Wow. And it's not because they're eating a whole pot of beans. Right. They're eating a small amount, but they're just very sensitive to that particular food. So that's why self-monitoring, I think, is an amazing tool. I know sometimes it's a buzzkill, but I don't want to hear it, because you know what? Back in my day, we didn't have the apps. Right. You had to write things down and then look things up in a book. It wasn't even the internet. Right. Now with all the different apps, I'm telling you, do it.
Now it's no excuse.
No excuse. And you know what? I think I get it, doing it every day, but I think that's part of being engaged in your journey. I really do. You know, because I always surprise myself. You know, I'm saying, oh, I'm a dietitian. And then when I start following my own advice and I'm tracking myself, sometimes I surprise myself. Like, wow, I didn't even realize that I was eating that much or had that much sugar or whatever the case may be. So it's not even from a day-to-day, it's a trend. That's what you want to look at. Especially for those of you that are almost at your goal, or some of you that might have rebounded a little bit with your weight recurrence. And you might be thinking, how is that even possible? I'm still restricted. I'm not eating a lot. I'm going to the gym, but I can't get to my goal, or I'm regaining some weight. It might be something pretty subtle that you don't even realize. Right. So self-monitor, because then when you go to a dietitian that can look at that food diary, we can make interpretations that are personal, personalized nutrition for you, and then realize, that fat's not working for you. It's good fat, it's salmon, avocados, nuts, but the percentage was too high.
So I know that's going to touch on another question that someone may have too.
Yeah.
If you had to give someone just a general number or percentage, right? How much fat should a bariatric patient have? I know it's hard because everyone's different weight, different journey, but just generally, how much fat is too much fat?
Well, when you look at some of the guidelines that are for the general population without metabolic surgery, what is the American Heart Association, the National Institute of Health? They're saying that you can go up to about 35% fat.
Okay.
You know, because we need fat. You have to have fat to absorb your fat soluble vitamins. Every single cell of your body has a component of fat in it. Your hormones need fat. Your hair, your cholesterol, all that's fat. So you need it. But it's the type of fat and how much fat percentage based on your calories. Now, what's tricky is that you're on a very low calorie diet.
Right.
So if you're eating 500 calories, but 35% of that is fat, I don't know. For my patient, that was too high. It was actually causing her to not lose weight. So it's really difficult for me to throw out, this is how much fat you're supposed to have. It's hard because I don't have a lot of research that says, all right, in this randomized controlled trial of 5,000 patients with bariatric surgery that's at 6 months post-op, this is how much fat you're supposed to eat. We kind of know for protein, we're always saying, all right, 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight.
Yeah.
But fat and carbs, that has to be more individualized.
Gotcha.
And I know that was a roundabout answer.
No,
You're
it's
probably
true
like,
though.
oh boy, there you go. She's being very wordy.
No, it's true. I feel like people definitely need that because people are going to ask those questions whenever we talk about fat or carbs or anything like that. So
look, carbs, every single macro is important. That's why we have digestive enzymes to break down all of these macros. They're all important, but they all have different roles in the body. They all do. So, during the rapid weight loss, or if you're trying to build muscle, of course, you want to have more protein. That just makes sense. But did you know that carbs spare protein? So if you are so low carb, but you're trying to build, how do you build when you don't have carbs?
Right.
And I know we're so afraid of the carbs because they're tricky and they might be easier to eat and they're trigger foods, but you actually need them. So I think that's why it's so important to go to, a dietitian that really understands the macros within the bariatric world.
Right.
Because the way we might be recommending for you might not necessarily be the same way I'm recommending for a bodybuilder that doesn't have bariatric surgery.
Right,
so
right.
It's called a personalized, patient-centered approach. One size does not fit all. It has to be personalized.
Exactly.
It does. Because the other outlier is genetics, right? I can't control your genetics, your ethnicity, your gender. I can't control any of that, but it might have a factor in how you are metabolizing different foods. So, yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that.
Culture is important.
Culture is huge.
Culture is important. Yeah.
So in 2026 so far, we're only a couple months in, right? Have you seen any trends within your patients that is a common trend, whether it's weight gain, whether it's they're not tracking, whether just any type of trend that you just see is common so far with your patients?
It's the same things that I'm seeing actually. What I'm seeing is still people are having a hard time getting the protein, which is understandable. The good thing is that there's so much good information now, right? For reputable podcasts and social media to say, hey, this is what worked for me. Maybe you can try this. So people are still struggling with protein. I still see that people still don't understand about the macros and how to actually change the macros for their diet. So I think that's why it's, again, important to go back to your team to help you with that. I think exercise is still pretty hard in the sense of consistency. People might get so excited, oh, I can walk now. That's fantastic. So now you're doing some walking. But people aren't elevating it, or you don't know what to do to elevate it safely. So I don't see consistency with exercise. I don't see consistency with self-monitoring. So and I think it's just life is busy.
Yeah.
Life deviates us. We always have the excuses. We have 1,000 and millions excuses to not do it. But I still see that. And I think it just goes to show, look, it's a lot of hard work, and we're not AI robots. We're human beings that have feelings, and we have good days, we have bad days, we have psychology, we have support, not support. There's so many things that go into what we might allow to deviate us. So control what you can control. And if you fall off a little, you didn't ruin anything. Just get back.
That's it.
Just get back.
That's it.
And if you need help to do that, reach out.
Reach out for help.
Yeah.
And I think too, it's okay to fall off. I think so many of us, we're so scared to fall off that we're creating anxiety over something that didn't happen yet.
But isn't it kind of cool when you fall off? Like I remember when I was a kid, I love bicycle riding, right? Yeah. But of course, everybody's got to learn how to bicycle ride. So you all have those training wheels. And I was so petrified of falling because I was like, oh, am I gonna hurt myself? Is this gonna hurt? What's gonna? And then the minute I fell, I'm like, yeah, okay, that hurt. But at least now I knew, okay. And then it helped me to concentrate a little bit more. Okay, I don't want to fall. Let me try to, ride this bicycle better.
Exactly. You will
so
always learn something. You always learn something.
Yeah.
That's why I say it's like we're so worried about what's gonna go wrong, Let it go wrong, and then you figure out, oh, okay, next time just change this, or just do that, or don't eat this.
Exactly.
So
isn't that how we grow as people anyway? We get challenged and things aren't supposed to go right all the time. Exactly. I don't think they are. Exactly. Otherwise, how are we going to realize that it went right if it didn't go wrong? Did that even
Preach
make
to
sense?
that. We need to put that on a t-shirt or something.
Did that even make sense? Yeah, you know what I mean.
Exactly. It did.
You learn from adversity.
You learn from it. Yeah.
You do. You definitely do. But, don't feel helpless. And if you are feeling that way, you have to reach out for help. You do. Because you went way too far, did way too much, So look, like I said, life is hard. You're going to have good times, you're going to have bad times, but don't hurt your health, compromise your health. You've been too far for that.
Yes. We all put in way too much work, too much time, too much energy to get to where we are at right now. So if you did all that, why screw it up, or why go back to old habits too?
I know it's hard.
It's hard. But it really is the consistency part.
It is.
Everyone, it's like we know what to do. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows exactly what to do, but for some reason, it's just the consistency of doing it every day. Mm-hmm. That's why I also was thinking of like creating some, which I don't know how good it'll be, but creating like some big group chat or something, and just posting in it every day of like, okay, I'm at the gym, you post a picture, like, or just post a picture of like the treadmill or something that you're doing. This way, it'll help to motivate everyone else to be like, okay, 10 people went today. Okay, let me finally go. Or just something, because I feel like when you're around people who have the same goals, the same values, it's gonna motivate you.
It does.
When it's only just you facing it, you feel like, okay, I'm busy, I got this going on, I have that going on. Watch how much you'll change when you're got like 40 people in one chat and 30 people are like, oh yeah, I went to the gym today, I did this, I did this. You'll somehow find the time to go. I don't know how, but you'll find the time.
It's true. It's true. I think also, remember, human beings, we're Americans too, right? Mm-hmm. We're very competitive too, but competition can be good. Not in the sense where, oh, I want to be better than you, but I know that you're working hard, so I want to work hard.
Yes.
I want to meet up to your level, or I want to inspire somebody to bring them up to my level, kind of thing.
Yes.
And people rely on you. And that's good. Like, it could have been easy for you to say, yeah, I'm not going to drive out to Dr. Lil today, or yeah, it's a nice day. Oh, I got a backache. I think I'll just stay home today. But no, we rely on each other.
We do.
I mean, we wouldn't say that anyway because we have a lot of fun together.
Exactly. We always have fun. I don't care if she was in a different state. I'm finding a way to get there, guys. Okay. No. I don't care if it's by helicopter, boat. I'm there.
So sweet. He's such a sweetheart. I'm there. But I think another question too. Do you think our group would like a live? There's some platforms where we can actually do like a live.
Would you guys like to see us go live? And tell us what platform too. Do you want Instagram? Do you want TikTok? Like, what's the best platform?
Yeah, there's Instagram.
That you want us to go live on?
There's TikTok. There's even one that favorited one too that we can just hang out and chat and talk about anything.
Yeah. So tell us.
And it would be
what
live.
Platform.
That would be pretty cool.
Which I think is better too. If you guys have questions, like you can ask it there live and not wait until we put out one of these videos and then put in the comments. So
how fun would that be? And then you make friends and you meet people. I think that's pretty cool.
To me, that actually sounds really good. So put it in the comments for us, what platform you want us to go live on, and let us know what questions that you may have that we can answer for you to help you out.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, right?
All right.
Oh my gosh. Excited for lives now.
I don't know. I might keep my camera off. It depends.
No, Dr. Lil, come on. You got to show it off. Everyone wants to see you.
Oh, no.
Yes.
You're so sweet. See, he's good for my ego.
That's it. I'm going to hype her up. Come on, guys.
I love it. You're so sweet. Man, it's such a great day. This is the other thing, too, environment. You know how we do a lot of stuff outside because we love nature. We love to be outside and, watching the kids play basketball and stuff, just being at the park. It's just, so whatever your venue is that gives you just peace and happiness, do it. If you just want to sit in the backyard staring at a tree, go for it. Go for it. Be in the environment because that environment plays a big part in mood. I have to
Environment's
say,
huge.
you know,
and even being out in the sun, they said it affects your mood. You get vitamin
and you're
D.
supposed to take your shoes off and step on the
Yeah,
grass.
step on the
Although
grass. Yeah,
there are a lot of fire ants in
yeah.
this
And
grass. So
I don't see myself taking off my shoes.
I'm not taking off my shoes. Plus,
Exactly.
I don't have a pedicure, and then I'll have to hear you say, "Oh, look at her feet." Are you kidding me? I'm not a foot person anyway.
Me either. So don't talk about her feet, guys.
Don't talk about my feet. You're never gonna see my feet, okay? Right. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
but just watching everybody outside playing and just having a good time, and
love it.
You think anybody cares that, oh, he didn't throw the basketball right, or oh, his shorts are too big? Nobody cares. We're just hanging out, having a good time.
Guys, I never used to go outside. I used to always be inside.
Oh, see, that's so sad to me.
Even just being able to walk around, like there's sometimes I'll be bored and I'm like, you know what? Instead of going on the treadmill, why not just walk around the block a couple times, and get like 2,000 steps in? And I'm telling you, whether you're on the phone with someone or listening to music or a podcast, time will fly by like that. You can do a 3-mile walk like it's nothing.
Seriously.
I'm telling you, to where like you're not focused on the actual exercise itself, but you're just going, like you're flowing, you know?
That's the best.
Yeah.
That is the best.
You can find a way to make it work for you. But being outdoors has changed me like all around. Like even now, just doing this, I'm like, this is something that I would have never done 2-3 years ago.
That hurts my heart because just being in nature is just such a beautiful thing. Just smelling the air and seeing the flowers and the trees. It's just there's just a blessing to be in nature. Seriously.
Yeah.
And to feel like you couldn't do that, and to just be trapped in your house or your room, it's heartbreaking to me. That's why when I hear stories like that, that's what makes my heart just like explodes.
Yeah. Does it ever make you proud when you see how many patients are doing so well after surgery?
I can't put words to it. And that's why I've dedicated my life to it, because it's been so rewarding for me as a nutrition professional to see. And I'm not taking the credit, it's you guys. If I can say something or facilitate or educate or do something that help change your thinking a little bit, or help you with products, whatever small role I played was a small role. But when I see you guys saying you're doing this and that, you're coming out of your room, you're going to the beach, you're traveling, you're doing, oh my God, there's no price to that. It's priceless. Priceless. It just gives me a lot of joy. There's so many stories that are so endearing to me. Another story that I remember, I have a patient, and I think probably he was close to about 500 pounds or so when I first saw him. And he couldn't drive anymore because he couldn't get into the car. And he had a small kid. And he said to me, my dream is to take my kid fishing. I want to take him fishing. We can't do it. He got the surgery. And I would say about a year and a half after his surgery, took his kid fishing.
I know that had to be the best feeling for him, right?
I just cried. I cried happy tears. This is something he wanted to do. It's so special for him and his kid.
Right.
It's those stories that touch me the most. Those stories.
It is.
It's not just about a number on a scale. It really isn't. When somebody says, oh, I lost 200 pounds, I'm really happy for you. But what did that 200 pounds? What else?
Right.
You're off your diabetic meds. You're sleeping better. You're in a relationship. You're out walking at the beach. I mean, things.
Just a complete 360.
Oh my God, it's just awesome.
Isn't that crazy?
I have a patient. She wanted a baby. And she couldn't get pregnant. She got bariatric surgery, got healthy, has 2 babies.
2? Oh my gosh. Congrats
to her. Two kids.
Wow.
Very special for her. That's why it's so personal.
Every journey is personal. That's why it's so hard whenever I can ask her questions, guys, about food or what you should do like after surgery and stuff like that. But it's never going to be a one size fits all answer, because everyone's journey is so different. Yep. So what she's giving is generalized stuff, but we can't tell, unless either we have a live or something where that you're giving your lifestyle, weight, your choices, how do you eat, once you're going very direct about yourself, that's when she can give you a direct answer on you can have this amount of protein or this amount of carb or fat or whatever. But it's hard to just make it all one answer, because everyone's journey is so different, everyone's body is so different.
Right. Yeah, like you said, I can give the generals.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I was co-author on some of those guidelines that I'm giving those generals about.
Right.
But yeah, it is very personal, and and I don't tell people what to do. That's not my style. All right. You're a master of your own life and your own body. I try to steer you in the right direction and try to give you information so you gather that information and start making different choices.
Right.
And that's a good thing. We'll problem solve together. Right. Like that patient, I'm gaining weight. Why am I gaining weight? I'm eating the same way. I'm eating clean. Oh, okay. Well, you're 45% fat. That's probably why. Right. So I can problem solve with you. But yeah, it is very personal. It's very individual. So I would say, develop a close relationship with a good nutritionist, a good dietitian that specializes in bariatrics, and your team. You need the team. You need the surgeon, your primary care physicians, the behavioral health specialists, the nurses, the exercise physiologists. I think it's a team. It really is a team. It can't just be one person. I'm not more important than a trainer. Right. I'm not more important than a behavioral health specialist. I'm not more important than the surgeon. It's all of us. Right. It's all of us. So I would say stay close to your program or get referrals, things like that. I think that's important. I really do.
Definitely is important. Definitely is.
Yeah.
Should we also tell them about how we have plans to write a book together at some point? Or
yeah.
What should we do?
So stay tuned. Yes. We got a very unique, interesting outline going on about a book, and you guys are the inspiration for it.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Right. So stay tuned for that. We got some fun stuff.
I'm excited
coming up.
for it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the first time there's ever been a book where it's the nutritionist and the patient. There's no books like that
in the same book.
Both perspectives in the same book.
Yep.
That's gonna be something no one has done before.
Nope. It's gonna be, again, it's gonna be informative. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be personal. It's gonna be quirky. Right. It's gonna be all of the above. There are lots of books out there, a lot of self-help books out there, a lot of books written by dietitians and nutritionists and psychologists, a lot of books written by patients and stuff. But this one's going to be all in one. So it's going to be like a resource, I hope. Maybe an inspiration, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I think so. And we really hope it helps patients and different doctors too as well to see both perspectives.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm excited.
Because you've helped me to become a better clinician, a better practitioner, because, first of all, we're close, so we can talk about anything, right? Yep. So when you have that trust, that's really important. Yeah. But you've helped me to realize, how can I be a better provider? What more can I do? Is it more research? Do I have to look up something more? Do I have to be more into social media so I can understand what you guys are asking? Do I have to walk up and down the aisles of different food stores to see what products, how can I provide better for you? Right. And that's always been my goal. It's always been my goal. And that's why I do a lot in the background. I'm not just in practice. I'm also in education. I'm also very involved in the professional associations that govern weight management and bariatric surgery. So I do a lot behind the scenes because you guys inspire me to do that, for sure. And that's the truth. My doctorate is actually dedicated to my patients.
See?
Yeah, my dissertation has a whole dedication to you guys. And wow. You guys inspired me to go that far too, to actually get a doctorate. So,
which is huge.
Yeah. See the gray hair? It wasn't always gray.
Years of hard work.
It wasn't always gray.
Right?
Can you imagine what I would be without gray hair now?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's my trademark now.
Yes.
I'm not dyeing my hair.
Signature look, you got to keep it.
No, I'm not dyeing my hair.
You have to keep it.
I know it kind of looks crazy, but I'm
no, it looks perfect. Come on.
Actually, I had somebody at the airport come up to me and say, "You have the greatest hair." That was like the best compliment. I'm like, "Oh, that's so nice. Thank you so much."
I love that. I love that. See?
Hey, I like compliments.
Yeah.
They go a long way.
Guys, compliment her in the comments right now. Put as much comments as you can. Hype her up from
I'm needy. I'm needy, please.
I love it.
Funny.
I love
it. Very funny. Man, I wish you guys could be here right now.
Me too. I really wish you guys could.
I mean, don't you feel like at peace? You just feel like no pressure. I mean, I have so much pressure right now going on. I can't.
Yeah, same. Outside of here.
Outside of here.
This is the reason why we look forward to days like this and being together and just talking about everything going on in our lives. Like, we also do this so we can help you guys, but at the same time, it helps us.
It does.
It really is like therapy.
It's
almost.
therapy.
It really is.
Therapy.
You know.
I think that's important too. Is be choosy. Be choosy too. I think what I'm trying to do from a personal perspective is really surround myself with positive people. Just people that make me laugh, people that help me too and accept me, not judge me.
Yes.
And just people that I feel really comfortable with, whether I'm, my hair in curlers or if I dress up. You know what I mean? It's just that feeling, that vibe, that spiritualness, and that's what I want to surround me.
Same. Me
I don't
too.
want the negativity. I want the positivity.
No one has time for that. Plus, I actually just made a video too about how I lost like a lot of friendships along my journey.
Yeah.
And I never thought it would happen because I'm like, okay, I'm doing a good thing. I'm trying to change my life. Yes, I'm putting more energy into me, but it's amazing what happens when you're selfish for yourself.
But I'm still trying to understand that. I don't understand. Were they not happy for you that you were getting healthier? I don't understand the mindset.
I think people get so used to the access that they have to you. So when you pull it back, people go, wait, are you pulling back because you don't like me? Are you pulling back because you just are changing now because you lost weight? Like, people will say that too. Oh, you think you're better now because you lost weight? No, I just have a lot of stuff going on now.
Yeah.
So
do you think there's a jealousy?
I think there's a hidden jealousy somewhere in there.
Wow.
And tell me in the comments too if you guys have gone through that too. I know a lot of people have lost weight and you've lost friendships too, and it's the people you think would never do that, and then you end up losing a good friend that you had.
That's what I'm trying to understand. You guys help me to understand that a little bit better. I don't understand that. Yeah. Were the friendships superficial to begin with?
Right. That's
was it a friendship because it was somebody was taking more than giving? I'm just confused about it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think I'm also thankful because it's like now the universe, God, whatever you believe in, is removing those people or whatever that's not supposed to be there. So maybe the person wasn't supposed to be there. I feel like everyone who's in each other's lives is there for a certain purpose, whether it's to teach you something or show you a different way. So maybe that person was supposed to only be there for a short period of time, and maybe their time is up. You just never know.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I just don't get it. It's like you start putting the energy back into you, you start feeling more confident, and then people see it as a threat, almost.
I guess I just don't understand it, because if you're happy and healthy with yourself, and wouldn't that just make you a better partner, a better friend, a better coworker? I mean, you're improving yourself. Right. I have to try to understand that a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's a really good topic, though.
Yeah, it is. Might have to get a health behavior specialist on for that one. That's
we need to have
above
a guest
my pay grade.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I get very happy when I see people succeed, whatever their goal is, and they're succeeding at it, whether it's they're working hard to get a promotion, or they're working hard because they want to buy a house, or whatever the goal is. Aren't you supposed to be happy for them and celebrate with them, or see if you can help them? So I don't even understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I know I've been subject of that before. Believe me, I'm so misunderstood and judged, and and haven't been treated so nice. But everybody's got a boo-hoo story.
Yeah.
Everybody does, but I didn't let that stop me. As a matter of fact, that kind of put a little fire under me, saying, oh, okay, you don't think I can do it.
Right.
Gotcha. Guess I'm gonna do it.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why that separates the people who are able to really take the bad stuff and use it as fuel versus the ones who say, nope, I'm just gonna stay here and this is just how my life's supposed to be. So it's two types of people.
Yep. I just feel like, why do we relinquish our control? If you are not happy with something in your life, change it.
Right.
And if you're not sure how to do it, reach out for help.
Right.
There are so many providers out there, or maybe there is a very close friend that you can go to, but do something. You got to do something. If you just wallow in it. I think the thing is, I just don't have a victim mentality, and we won't get into some of the serious, really terrible things that have happened to me in my life. Like I said, everybody's got a boohoo story,
right.
But I'm not going to let it break me.
Exactly.
I'm going to figure out, no, I'm only on this earth a short amount of time, and I want to be happy.
Right. No, it's true.
I want to do something good for people, and I want to have good people around me, because that's what I want to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to be miserable every day and complain every day and boo-hoo, boo-hoo, and poor me and poor me. Where is that going to get me?
Exactly. You'll be stuck in the same spot.
Exactly. Around and around in a circle, a little hamster in that wheel, going around and around, not going anywhere.
Right.
Nah, that's not for me. That's
not
for me. And then I miss out on all these wonderful opportunities to meet people, talk to people, learn from people, you know, and feel like, you know, I did something to help somebody.
Yeah.
That's important to me.
And that's also why I'm kind of glad for social media, because I feel like, even though, yes, there's good and bad with it, but it's almost the same thing as life. Like, whatever you put in, you're going to get back, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like you put in the work, or you put out content to help people's lives, change their lives for the better, and you get something back, whether it's people reaching out for help or saying that you changed their life, you're helping them out. It's the same concept. So that's why I really look forward to it. I don't consider this as work. I consider it as
this is fun.
Us having fun and helping people, right?
Exactly.
It's like it's not bad. Right?
But ask him. This wasn't easy for me.
No.
Oh no.
But honestly, I didn't think it would be hard for her, because she's already been in front of the camera before. So I was
that
like,
part's not hard.
Easy, yeah.
Being in front of a camera is not hard for me. Getting into conversation is not hard for me. I think what it is because the reputation of social media sometimes being really mean, or not being supportive. I was afraid. I wasn't sure, you know, oh my gosh, is everybody going to think I'm totally crazy, or are you going to say really mean things? Because, you know, hey, I'm not an AI robot. I'm a person. I have feelings. I hurt, you know, and I had to be ready that, hey, there are people that are not going to be so nice, and that's okay, you know, I guess so. I just have to learn how to deal with that. But I think the greater cause was the strong point. I said, no, you and I can help people. We can put some stuff out there that somebody can say, hey, that really helped me today, or hey, I started to think about something a little bit differently, or hey, I learned about that. Yes. And that's really what it's about. It's not about my ego.
No, that's what really keeps us going, guys. I mean, even like, I see all the DMs, I see all the comments, and when people say, oh, your videos help us so much, like, I've learned so much from you guys. I mean, I'm probably going to take these videos, clip them, and then upload them, you know, 30 seconds to 2 minutes long, whatever. But if that little clip can help you in any way, shape, or form, then we did our job.
Well, I have to say, you know, okay, I'm going to tell you a little story about me and my friends out there. You know what I'm talking about. So I had a really old iPhone, and it had no room on it. I think it was like a 4. Wow. Everybody was up to like a 10, 11, 12. I had a 4, and then I think I upgraded to a 7. It was just ridiculous. And people still make fun of me to this day. It's a joke. It's like a private joke. So finally I had to upgrade my phone because it was starting to die. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I have all my contacts, etc. So I finally upgraded. And that's when I was able to connect with social media, Instagram and TikTok, because I didn't have enough room to do it. Wow. But once I started to do it, it was just a lot of fun. I did learn a lot, you know, not just the recipes and stuff like that, but you know, there's some philosophical people on there that would just say something, say, yeah, that really made me feel good. Or I listened to some music, or you know, somebody's dancing or doing some funny skit and it made me laugh. So I figured, yeah, you know, hey, there are people on social media that actually have a positive effect on my mood and who I am and my motivation. So that really kind of motivated me to say, hey, maybe I can do that too, because it's important for me to help people. Yeah. So that's when we got together, and yeah, that's why it's just, I ignore the fact that you call me an unfit type, even though I've said it 20 times. You know, it bothers me.
Right.
You don't know me.
Exactly. You guys don't know her, okay? Stop judging.
Stop judging.
Just watch the video and keep on scrolling.
Exactly. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, but more stuff to come for sure.
Yes, we have a lot more stuff coming. A lot of big plans, I think.
Yeah, a lot of big plans.
I'm excited to see what happens with this. It's something brand new that no one's ever done. So it's going to take a minute for it to build and grow. But I know it's going to get there.
Yeah.
We both know it's going to get there. So we're going to keep giving you guys good value, and we hope you enjoy it.
Definitely. And tell us what you want.
Tell us what you want. Put it in the comments.
I think that would help too. To help, because when you come across our page and then we're saying something that you wanted to hear, then that's going to be even so much more meaningful for you.
Yep.
And because I can't see you as a patient, we're just educating,
right.
You got to tell me what you guys want so we can talk about it. Because we can just talk all day.
We can talk for like hours.
What else do you want to talk about? We can talk about the fact that we upgraded.
Yes.
See, when you saw us in the other park, we were on a bench, like a picnic bench that was all rotted. Bench, right? And I thought there were ants and termites, and I was afraid to sit, that I was going to fall. But now we upgraded to this really nice metal.
Look at this. We're upgrading slowly but surely, okay?
This is like the Rolls Royce.
It's like the Rolls Royce.
Picnic benches.
We're going to go from being outside to full podcast studio. Watch.
That's right. Yeah.
So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Give us questions, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Yes. We're going to have a nice lunch.
Yes, we're going to eat good right now, but we will talk to you guys.
Maybe we'll show you what we're eating.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely should, right?
We should.
Yeah. All right, you guys are going to see our salads in like 3 seconds.
We're eating salads, I promise. All right, we'll be back.
All right,
Bye.
guys.